And welcome back, everybody. This is the second episode of our playthrough of Gothic 1. And we're standing right in front of the old camp. It's a beautiful, clear night with the stars clearly visible. And we made our way from the exchange zone all the way down to the forest. We cleared it, killed some mole rats, some scavengers, more scavengers. Then we found a a little cave up on the cliffs. And we found our old friend Gilbert, who got quite a sizable amount of loot on him that will definitely help us in the future. But for now, let's move on, shall we?
Where do you think you're going?
To the camp.
You ain't come to make trouble, have you?
Diego says I'm to meet him in the camp.
Okay, in you go then.
Any news?
Nah, everything's the same as ever.
And here we are. Isn't that beautiful?
I thought that'd be cleared up ages ago.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Same old story every time.
First of all, we're gonna pay some tribute to the good old barrel. I simply love this. Yeah, this is one of the scrapped ideas they had for the original.
Same old story every time.
Let me change positions.
If you think.
So,
Hang on. Better not go
as
right
far as I know, they plan to
People don't need to know it.
make these barrels part of the gameplay,
I'm not listening.
and
That's not really my problem.
they were apparently pretty useful for thieves. So if you were a thief and you would go into the huts, plunder them or whatever, and people were looking for you, you would just go into the barrel, just like that,
There must be
and then people wouldn't be able to find you.
That's really weird.
Yeah.
I'm not listening to
So, before we move on, we get ourselves
You have to watch what you tell me.
a nice little abode for ourselves.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
Oh, look at that. It's the screenshot that we got. From the remake, of course. Here's my man Snuff. And here's the boy. And we will make sure to avoid him at all costs because, yeah, it is what it is.
How's things?
Not bad. If you can cook well, you have many friends here. Would you like some of my rice stew?
Thanks.
You could do me a favor.
What can I do for you?
You must be used to good food. I have a new recipe. Meat bug ragu a la snaff with rice and mushrooms. You can have as much as you want, but I still need 3 meat bugs and some hell mushrooms. 5 should be enough.
Sounds good.
Then go and see you get me the things. The last one I sent just hasn't come back. Must have deserted to the new camp.
Where can I find meat bugs?
Everywhere where there's garbage laying around. You should be able to find some at the deserted huts near the castle wall. Don't get confused by their ugly looks. Once cooked, they are tasty.
Where can I find hell mushrooms?
If you leave through the south gate, that's the collapsed tower. You'll see a plain directly in front of you. There's mushrooms growing there.
Who was the guy you sent before me?
His name was Neck. He was pretty discontented here. I think he's in the new camp now. I sent him to collect mushrooms, but he didn't come back.
Okay then. So, a little fun fact about Gothic 1. It's about these types of shrooms. So, this information comes from a little get-together of Kai Rosenkranz and Mike Hoge. And they were playing Gothic 1, they were talking about it, and somebody asked about this, or they just gave us this information. So, what happened was a little mistake of one of the developers. So, basically, those shrooms once were called, and this is German, Höhlenpilze, which means cave mushrooms. Kind of makes sense, right? Mushrooms grow in caves. But somebody did a little mistake, and he wrote Hölle instead of Höhle. So, Höhle means cave, but Hölle, it means hell. And that little mistake kind of made its way into the finalized version of the game. And now we're not looking for cave mushrooms, but for, well, hell mushrooms. And that's it. I hope you didn't know that. Okay. Here they are. Come on, little bugger.
Damn.
Did I wake you up, man? I'm sorry. I'm making such a noise here. Ooh. Oh. Okay, it's empty. Well, there's that. I think we have enough meat bugs already. You know what? I really like this place. The destroyed tower. There is one modification which actually uses this location, and it's quite cool what they do with it. Don't want to spoil anything. I used it in one of my first videos, actually. But yeah, you can imagine some people sitting here having a good time, talking about stuff. Unfortunately, it's quite empty in the, well, vanilla version. So. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, we're not wasting any lockpicks on that. Now we're heading back. Oh, before we can do that, I actually have an idea. Many mods eventually will fix this, what I'm about to do, but not the classic version. So, to give us a little head start, you're going to plunder this chest over here. Beautiful. And look at that. 2 swords and 20 blank swords that we'll need to craft. And we're going to do this right now. Nobody's around to stop us. And this is one of the situations where I again think that Gothic is so nice, you know? Usually if you want to craft something, you go for a crafting table, you just click on it, and you click on it, and it's done, it's ready, here's your item. But in Gothic 1 and in Gothic 2, you need to work the steel on different stations. Quite realistic. Some people would call it boring, but I really like it actually. It takes some time, yeah, sure, it does. But again, look at me, I'm crafting swords from the get-go. Yeah, it's quite a lot. But the good thing about it is that you can sell all those swords for a good amount of money that will come in handy very, very soon. Oh, we're already done with that. We're gonna hammer them. And again, it will give us a good head start. Because, yeah, you can buy some nice things at the beginning. Later on, ore won't be a problem in the later chapters. Maybe if you want to buy potions or spells or something like that, but usually it's really not needed and you won't have any money problems. But this is a cool trick right at the start. And this trick is actually mentioned in many tips and tricks from back in the day. And I think you can do the same in the sect camp at the smithy. What's his face? What is the smith called? Is it Darren? I think it's Darren. And you will find 2 chests in the sect camp. Blank steel. And you can basically do the same again. But for now, I think we're covered. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and then this is basically the only sword that you can forge in Gothic 1, right? This one here. Oh, rough sword. What is it? Yeah, should be. What's also interesting, you can actually throw stuff in Gothic, in case you didn't know that. I don't know if this is a feature that is implemented in this version, but yeah, you can do that. Doesn't sound pretty useful, but it's cool that it's in the game. Okay, we're done. Look at all that. Look at that. That's amazing. Really, really, really good. Okay, better save than sorry. Oh yeah, and if you ask yourself, why do I save like 2 times? Kind of muscle memory, because sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes it happens that your save is corrupted or something like that, so yeah. Yeah, we're doing tons of crafting right now. We need the meat. We need the swords. What I really do hope for in the remake is some quality of life changes. With, for example, the meat. That you can, you know, fry multiple pieces of meat at the same time. It really saves you a good amount of minutes. Yes, sir, I like my steak very rare. Put it into the pan for exactly 1 second on each side. think that should be enough. Let's have a look. Yeah, should be enough for now. Oh, here's a guy. Let's talk to him.
Hello.
I haven't seen you before. You're new here, aren't you?
Just recently arrived.
Have you already decided which camp you want to join?
No, what do you think?
Well, it depends. Each camp has its advantages, I guess. Until you've made your decision, you can stay here. A hut just became available.
What are the advantages of the old camp?
If you pay protection money to the guards, you can have a laid-back life here. They always interfere if one of the paying diggers is attacked. Besides, you can only get the goods from the outside world cheap here. These things are unaffordable in the other camps.
Are they? Is there really a price difference in the other camps? Redford told us so at the beginning, and I don't think that this is true.
And what if two people fight each other who both pay protection money?
Then the guards just watch until one of them kills the other. Then they do him in.
This is also some element that I like to be explored way more in the remake with protection money. Could be interesting.
What goods are considered precious here?
Everything from the outside world. Bread, cheese, and bacon, and above all, beer and wine. Not the cheap rice schnapps from the new camp, but really good stuff. You always get a good price for weapons, and armor is really expensive. The guards took the old armor off the prison guards after they killed them. You can always recognize them by their armor. They only sell it to other guards. You could never get a hold of one as an outsider.
I think I've heard enough about the old camp.
I like it here.
I sure do. What about the new
What are
camp?
the advantages of the new camp?
If you're cool about getting your throat cut for a slice of bread, you should go there. No, it's not that bad, but it's different from here. Here, Gomez takes care that things are sort of peaceful. In the new camp, there is no law. The only ones powerful enough to have a say there are the water mages, but they're too busy studying the barrier all day.
Why should I join the sect?
Well, you better ask somebody from the sect camp. There are always a couple of novices in the camp, and I'm sure they can tell you a lot about the sect. I've never been there myself, but according to everything that's said, they must be really generous. None of the three camps seems to be as much in need of new people as the sect camp.
Which of the huts can I take for myself?
The hut over there with the little canopy is empty.
That's actually so cool that he points into the direction of the hut. Very, very nice. All right. Yeah, just a quick thought about this hut. Look at that. Look at that. That's free real estate right there. Look at this hut, which is free, and then you take a look at the other ones, especially this one. Dude, it it does even belong to a shadow. Look, if I would live in this fucking hut right here, which is all crooked and ugly, and I heard that somebody, you know, moved out of this hut or he died or whatever, I would immediately pack my things and go here. You have a little canopy, it's elevated, it's sitting on this hill. You've got a wolf pelt, some skin, you know, for decoration, some nice sacks with God knows what in them. And here we go, man. Look at that. It's a ham. It's a welcome ham. 2 chests. A place to cook. It's a kitchen. A broken down barrel. And a bed. This is really, really good. That's premium. Yeah. Let's take a nap. And then... we begin our second day in the colony.
Nothing has changed.
Okay, let's move. We need to talk to Thorus.
Some people never
Nice, nice.
keep it to
Yeah,
yourselves.
nice.
People don't. But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know.
Oh yeah, Snaff, my friend. I got something for you. Look at my man. That dude is swole.
I have the things you wanted from me.
Good. I just have to add them. Then the stew will be ready. Wait.
You told me I could have as much stew as I wanted.
And that's true. Here, take 3 portions.
Thank you, man. All right. And here he is. Oh no. Thorus, yeah.
You don't look as though you'd just let anyone get into the castle.
Only Gomez's men are allowed in the castle.
That's a nice voice, actually. Very fitting.
If I gave you a certain amount of ore, would you let me in the castle?
For a certain amount.
How much?
Well, it'd have to take a while to count the ore. Long enough to make sure me and my boys are busy counting while you slip by.
So tell me, how much?
1,000 nuggets should be enough.
1,000 nuggets?
Well, you could join up with Gomez. That'd get you in the castle for free.
1,000 ore nuggets. Look. Back in my golden days when I was a kid, I actually collected all the things that I saw, I sold them, and then I paid Thorus 1,000 ore nuggets to get into the castle. I thought this is the most efficient way to get into the castle, and I couldn't really deal with the beasts outside and with the arena. So yeah, I paid that. There's no need to say that this was an idiotic idea. I want to work for Gomez.
I want to work for Gomez.
Oh, yeah? And what makes you think Gomez will be interested in having you work for him?
Diego says you decide who Gomez is interested in.
Huh? If Diego thinks you're okay, why doesn't he take care of you? Look, let me explain. Diego's gonna test you. If he thinks you're good enough, I'll let you into the castle to see Gomez. Whatever happens after that is up to you, okay?
I'll talk to Diego.
Yeah.
Why don't you give me the test?
It ain't that easy, kid. Any newcomer who wants to get anywhere needs a patron. That patron has to be one of Gomez's people. He'll test you, and if you fail, you're his responsibility. That's the law around here.
There must be something you want done.
No, the things we guards deal with are a bit above you, kid. You just stick to the tasks your patron sets for you.
I'm quite capable of doing anything you tell me to.
Oh, so you're intent on failing, eh? There is one thing that only someone who's not with Gomez can see to. But I'm warning you, you blow this and you'll be in mighty big trouble.
I'm ready for your task.
What I'm about to tell you is between you and me, and nobody else must ever hear about it. Understood?
Sure.
We have a problem with a guy from the new camp. His name's Mordrag. He's been stealing from the ore barons. Of course, that applies to a lot of the rogues in the new camp. But this guy has the nerve to come to our camp and sell our stolen goods to our boys. He's gone too far. But he knows I can't do anything about it.
Why?
Because he's under the protection of the mages.
Pretty brazen, that lad.
Sounds to me like the mages are your problem.
Yeah, but they're a problem that's hard to solve. A few years back, one of the shadows tried to stab the High Magician of the Circle of Fire while he was sleeping. They found him later in the Outer Ring. In fact, he was scattered all over the Outer Ring.
Why do the mages protect that Mordrag?
Because they use him as a gopher. Our local mages are in contact with the mages over in the new camp. They often send gophers back and forth. They're likely to become very unpleasant if I throw one of their gophers out of the camp or have him killed.
What about me? What do you think the mages will do to me?
You're new here. You'll be okay. But I'm responsible for what my boys do. That's why it's vital that you keep your mouth shut.
Where can I find Mordrag?
You'll find him at the south gate on the other side of the castle, just beyond the entrance. The bastard wouldn't dare come any further into the camp.
I'll take care of it.
Look at that. This is so nice. I love the rain in Gothic. I really do like it. Okay, Diego, hey man. Talk to the man.
I've talked to Thorus.
And what did he say?
He says that I can join the old camp if you think that I'm good enough.
Looks like I have myself a new job.
Do we start right now?
First, there are a few things you should know.
Keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
What about the two other camps?
The two other camps split up to pursue their crazy escape plans. There's the new camp in the west of the colony, where the mages think they can just detonate the barrier as soon as they've scraped enough ore together. And then there's the sect loonies in the east. Their camp is in the middle of the swamp, and they're praying to their idol to set them free. He hasn't responded so far. If I were you, I wouldn't waste my time on those madcaps.
What do I have to know to be accepted in the old camp?
If you want to join the camp, you'll have to earn some brownie points. There are a few influential people in the outer ring. Most of them are shadows. If you manage to impress them, it'll earn you a few brownie points. Then you'll have to stand the test of faith. Besides, there are a lot of skills every new arrival has to learn. The more you learn, the more valuable you'll be for us.
Where do I find the important people?
Well, you're looking at one of them. Then there's Thorus. You already know him. As for the others, you'll have to find that out by yourself. If you don't manage to do that, you don't belong here anyway. Just go through the outer ring and talk to people. Then you'll find out who's important.
This is also so cool because there is no quest markers or anything like that. They say, you know, just go around, talk to people, and maybe something comes up. I really do enjoy this archaic game design. Something that's missing in a lot of games today. Really. Okay.
What's the test of faith?
You have to go to the old mine. There you'll meet a guy called Ian. He'll give you a list. This list is important. It contains all the items the guys in the mine need from us. They'll get the stuff with the next convoy.
No problem.
Yes, there is a problem. The new camp must not get that list. Like I said, the list is important. If you do it right, you'll get much further.
Well, we see about that, man.
If the list is so important, why should Ian give it to me?
Because you're going to tell him Diego sent you.
I'll tell him. Where can I find the old mine?
Go to Graham. He's a cartographer. Tell him that I sent you and that you need a map. It'll show you the way to the mine. He lives to the left of the north gate.
Who can teach me?
Start with Fingers. He's the most skillful among us. If you keep your eyes peeled, you'll find other people who can teach you.
Where can I find Fingers?
His hut's kind of hidden. It's next to the castle wall. Just start out here and go towards the arena. When you're at the castle gate, go down to the left, and you'll be heading for the arena.
Okay.
Can you teach me something?
Yes, I can teach you to improve your dexterity or your strength.
Well...
Your strength has increased a lot. Come back soon. There are many things you need to learn.
Take care.
There we go. Now we have a nice sword. What can you tell us about the barrier?
Tell me more about the barrier.
There isn't much to tell. It's impenetrable.
What happens if I just walk out of here?
The last one who tried that reached the other side a dead man. This damn barrier lets you in, but you'll never get out of here.
If there's a way out, I'll find it.
You're already in a rush to get out of here, but you've only just arrived.
Determination is the key here.
Tell me something about the old camp.
It's the biggest and most powerful of the three camps. Gomez and his guys control the camp and thereby the whole ore trade. Once a month, the king sends us everything we need. We've got the old guy in our grip, you understand? He sends us wine, bread, meat, weapons, everything. You can also get some of it. All you have to do is join Gomez's people.
Yeah, I met it.
Take care.
What's actually funny about this is we're right in the center of the ore excavations of the realm, but funnily enough, we don't find an ore weapon in Gothic 1. I mean, you could argue maybe Urazeal is one of those ore weapons, but I kind of doubt that. Or maybe it is. Maybe it is. Oh, here's the man. Let's try to walk by.
Hey, you!
Are you talking to me?
I'm warning you, people like you can get into trouble awfully quick round here. And most of the guys they chuck in here are bastards. They think they can do what they like to you, but we won't allow that. Gomez wants some peace in the camp, and we guards make sure he gets it. But it's a job that doesn't come cheap. That's why I'm asking you for some ore. Look on it as a kind of token of friendship. You help us, and we'll help you. If you get in trouble, we'll be there for you.
You mean you want me to pay protection money? No thanks. I can take care of myself.
Have it your own way, kid. You'll soon regret turning down a friendly offer.
See ya.
Take care of yourself, kid.
He really sounds like a prick, man. Okay, here's Graham.
Hi, I'm new here.
I'm Graham. I draw maps. I haven't seen you here before. What do you want?
Diego sent me. He asked you to give me a map with a route to the old mine.
No problem. For you, only 20 ore.
Hold on. Diego said you should give me the map, not that you should sell it to me.
But I'm not interested. Have you any idea how difficult it is to make a map like this? 20 is my special price for friends of Diego. Usually I take 50.
Give me the map or I'll take it.
Hey, be cool, man. I don't want trouble. Here, take the map and leave me alone.
That was easy. Hey, what's up with you guy? You look, interesting.
I'm new here. Who are you?
I am Baal Taran of the Brotherhood of the Sleeper.
What is the Brotherhood of the Sleeper?
We're a community of believers in a new faith. Our camp is situated in the east, in the swamp. I've come to preach the words of the Sleeper to strangers like you.
Who is the Sleeper?
The Sleeper is our Redeemer. He disclosed himself 5 years ago through Iberian, our master. Since then, we have renounced the three gods. And you should do so as well. The gods just stood by and watched while we were exiled to this prison. But the Sleeper will lead us to freedom.
Uh-huh.
How do I get to the Brotherhood's camp?
I'm busy. But Baal Parvez should be somewhere in this camp as well. He's near the marketplace, on the other side of the castle. I believe he's even got his own hut there.
Tell me about the Sleeper's teachings.
The Sleeper is a powerful being, maybe even more powerful than Innos, the god of light. He is with us in spirit, but his power is still limited. He has been sleeping for 1,000 years, but now the moment of his awakening is near. He has chosen us to be witnesses to his awakening and to spread his word. So listen, all those who join the Sleeper will have immortal souls, but those who are against him will be punished. But the Sleeper is compassionate and sends proof of his might to all who doubt him.
Okay.
How does your god prove his might?
He speaks to us through visions. Whoever hears his voice no longer doubts his might. If you take the weed which grows in the swamp, you will be close to the Sleeper and able to hear him. Some people even see images.
I see.
Dude, weed! Lamau! Fucking stoners. No, I really like the sec camp, man. Best camp ever. Yeah.
What will the way to freedom look like?
We are preparing a great invocation of the Sleeper, in which all novices create the contact together. In this invocation, the Sleeper will reveal the path to freedom.
I need to get into the castle. Can you help me?
I fear I cannot, brother. The only ones among us who may enter the castle are those who supply the weed to Gomez. We gather swamp weed and sell part of it to the old camp in exchange for goods from the outside world. If you were one of the couriers working for Kor Kalom, you could get into the castle. But for that, you would need to be one of us. What do you want to do in the castle anyway?
Yeah, I was about to meet somebody.
I want to meet somebody there.
Do you? Who? And why don't you just wait until he comes out?
Okay.
He's one of the magicians.
Oh, well, they never leave the castle. You really will have to get in. What do you want from them anyway? Magic runes? Or potions?
That's right.
Exactly.
I knew it. What else would a guy like you want with the mages? I can give you some good advice. Forget the mages. They take far too much ore for their stuff. Magic runes and potions are much cheaper in our camp.
I don't know about this, man. Seems like you're talking out of your ass. That seems to be a fucking lie. Is that actually true? I don't know.
I need to get into the castle. Can you help me?
I fear I cannot, brother. The only ones among us who may enter the castle are those who supply the weed to Gomez. We gather swamp weed and sell...
Oh yeah, okay. No.
I want to meet some...
Not telling him the truth.
Maybe.
Alright. This is the first time we get to hear about one of the gods. Like, I mean, yeah, sure, he talks about the Sleeper, but for the first time, the Lord of Light, Innos, is mentioned. And we had this discussion in Discord about the gods and their role in the world of Gothic. And my opinion is that their presence in Gothic 1 is, you know, that's a good amount of their presence. I don't like the War of the Gods, how it plays out in Gothic 3, and also to an extent in Gothic 2, actually. I think certain gods are necessary, and I like that there is a balanced amount of gods. You've got 3 gods, Beliar is darkness, Innos is the light, you know, righteousness and laws and whatever. And Adanos, he is the balance between both of them. I like this, but in my opinion, they should take a back seat in the whole story, right? It shouldn't be about the War of the Gods. It should be more about tangible things in the world of Gothic, about the war against the orcs and stuff like that. But yeah, what Gothic 3 did was just plain shite, to be honest.
It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead.
Now, that's my 2 cents on that. Hello, sir.
It's all the blathering anymore.
New here, are you? I don't know your face. I'm Sly. I have a job on offer for a newcomer.
You have a job for me? What is it?
One of our guards has disappeared. He's called Neck. He might have gone over to the new camp. You're new here, and you'll get around quite a lot, so keep your eyes peeled. If you find him, I'll speak up for you in the camp.
What good will your speaking up for me do?
If you want to join the camp, you need people to speak up for you. If I speak up for you with Diego, that'd be a great help for you.
I'll see if I can find him.
If you meet Fletcher, ask him about Neck. He's taken over his district since Neck disappeared.
Where will I find him?
His district is the district of the arena.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes. Well, let's go back then. And ask the man Fletcher.
Maybe. You shouldn't. That won't happen again.
Some people never.
If you think
Ooh, yeah. Oh, look at that. Another hut with 2 entrances. 2 doors. Kyle isn't the only one, man. Here he is.
I'm not listening to all the blathering.
Okay.
keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
Okay. Oh my god, look at that.
Rely on somebody, you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
If you think.
I'm not listening to all that.
Hey, you!
If you want to get rid of your protection money, you've picked the wrong day.
Yeah? Why's that?
'Cause I'm not here!
That's a fucking weird voice.
Oh? Where are you then?
I'm actually at the castle, sitting by the big campfire, drinking a mug of beer.
Then how come I'm talking to you?
Nick's vanished. This district is usually his responsibility. And until he reappears, Thorus has ordered me to guard it.
Do you know where Nex got to?
No, and I'm not likely to find out. If anything, the diggers in this district might know something, but diggers don't talk to guards. Especially not now they know I hate this filthy work. I bet they're laughing behind my back.
It is how it is.
Why don't you just collect some more protection money?
Nick did his rounds before he disappeared. There's not much left to collect now. Let me pass.
Just a second.
It's about Neck.
Yeah?
I think I found him.
What? Where is he?
Feeding the rats?
Oh, no! Damn it! That means I have to run the show here now. I was hoping he'd be coming back. Now I have a problem.
What's the problem?
I'm in debt to Scatty, right up to my neck. Now he knows I'm doing Neck's job. He'll be coming around every day. Let me pass.
Yeah, that's also another example of unfinished quests. It kind of leads into nowhere. The whole Scatty situation seems like it should have been resolved, but cut for whatever reason. Talking about Scatty, hey my man. That is what I'm asking myself. Is or should this face texture actually be representing Björn Punkarts? I think so, right? Some of the developers put themselves in the game with, you know, face textures and all that. Kind of looks like him though. Oh yeah.
What's your job here?
I'm in charge of the arena. I organize the bets, hire new fighters. You know.
I know.
I want to join the camp. Can you help me?
I might be able to, if you manage to impress me. Some of the best fighters from all three camps come here to compete against each other. Challenge one of them to a fight. I'll watch you, and if you're good, maybe I'll think about it.
I thought the old camp and the new camp didn't get on. So why do you let their people fight here?
It's simple. There's fights here once a week, and the diggers always like to see one of the rogues from the new camp get flattened. If one of them fights, there's more bets, and that's good for business. Personally, I can't stand the swines from the new camp. But business is business.
Yeah, unfortunately, Kareem, the new camp guy, is the strongest of them all. You won't get flattened so easily.
Do you train fighters at all?
Yeah, but not just for fun. If you want me to train you, you'll have to pay for it.
Sure.
I want to improve my handling of one-handed weapons.
You don't have enough ore.
Okay. We have a little situation, and that means that I need to trade my shit first. All we need for that is a trusty merchant, because we already have a good amount of stuff that we can sell. So let's get to it. What about you, Mordrek? You're a trader, right? Trader Joe?
Hey, newcomer. I'm Mordrag. You should remember that name. You can buy any kind of goods from me at a cheap price.
Show me your goods.
Choose something.
Zeig mir deine Ware. Look at that. That's not really... Look at that. My man is selling me his basic inventory. That's nothing, man. Look at that crap. Yeah. Thanks for nothing, brother.
I'm not listening. Maybe.
Ooh, there is Dexter.
You're very probably.
Hey, man.
Hey, you! I trade in swamp weed and potions from the sect camp. Do you want something?
What is swamp weed?
What is swamp weed?
New here, are ya? You can smoke it. Very relaxing for most of us.
Better not go rushing into anything.
I want to join the camp. I want to become a shadow.
Oh, you're looking for a chance to prove your worth? Good. You can do me a favor. If you do it well, I'll speak up for you in front of Diego.
What is it?
In the sect camp, there's a man called Kalam, quite a big shot. One of the gurus of the sect. Kalam is an alchemist. He has the recipe for an effective healing potion. I'd like to buy the recipe off him. Then I can produce it myself. But nobody can get near Kalam.
And what do you expect me to do?
The sect loonies are looking for new people all the time. You're new here. Just pretend you want to be recruited. Kalam is one of the gurus. That means he checks the new candidates. If you get in touch with him, try to get the recipe. Whether you want to pay for it or you don't, I don't care.
As long as I'm not involved.
Sounds like a difficult business. How much is in it for me?
At some point, Diego will ask me if you're suitable for us. Just guess what my answer will depend on.
Maybe I'll have to pay for the recipe. Give me 50 ore as an advance payment.
Forget it.
No ore, no recipe.
Well then, we can talk about the ore as soon as you have the recipe.
I'm not listening to all the blathering anymore.
No, I want to see ore right now or you can get your recipe yourself.
There's enough other newcomers. I think I should give the job to one of them.
Okay, let's just forget about the whole thing.
Not so fast. I just wanted to know how far you'd go. 50 ore is quite a lot for a newcomer, don't you think?
That sounds better.
Okay, I've just got 50 ore nuggets spare here. Don't let me down, kid.
You just gotta be daring, my friend.
Where is the sect camp?
Leave the camp through the south exit, then head eastwards. You'd better take a map. I got one here for 50 ore.
The south exit is the collapsed tower, isn't it?
Exactly.
You're very probably right.
No thanks.
Show me your goods.
I got the best stuff here.
Maybe.
Alright, he's a man with a lot of stuff, so
There was a
we
time
are
when
going to
things would
sell
have gone
all
very
the
different.
shit. Do we need a hammer, actually? To smith? To
It
forge?
was obvious that there would be trouble ahead.
Probably, maybe?
It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead.
Okay, we can sell the loot as well. Meat bug.
wouldn't like
Is
to
it
be
actually
in
crazy
issues,
that the meat bug, a consumable, is under miscellaneous and not under food? That's crazy. Okay. Okay, here we go. Don't want this. Don't want this.
You're very probably right.
Look, I take all the ore and I take all of the
I wouldn't like to be in
lockpicks.
his shoes, though.
Story after all.
You have to watch what you tell people.
That's ever likely to change.
Same old story every time.
Yeah, okay.
But keep it to
Pleasure doing business with you.
rely on somebody.
Hey, man. I'm Fisk. I trade goods of all kinds. If you ever need anything, you're in the right place here.
Hey, man.
Show me your goods.
What an idiot.
But keep it to
That's a funny
yourself.
voice.
People don't need to know it.
Okay. Look at me,
I'm not listening to all
being
that
a rich
blabber.
guy. Yeah, he's got some armors for us. They're pretty pricey. I think it's about 500 ore nuggets. But fortunately, we know where to get one for free. That's where we are heading next, in fact. But first, let's talk to the people.
Hi, I'm new here. How's things?
Go away. I've been working my ass off in the mines for the last 2 weeks. And what for? Some sad lumps of ore is all I got. I had to spend most of it on food. I talked to Ball Parvis down there. He told me some interesting things about the sect camp. I think I'd better go there instead of slaving away for Gomez.
You don't like it here? Why don't you just go then?
Because I'm not quite sure what to expect there. I had a pal here. His name was Melvin. He headed off to the sect camp a week ago. But since then, I haven't heard of him. And as long as I don't get a message from him, I stay here.
Seems we have a new job. Okay. Oh, now we do the Whistler situation. Hey, man.
Hi, I'm new here.
What do you want from me?
I want to become one of you. I want to join the camp.
Looking for people to support you, eh? If you want me to have a word with Diego about you, you need to do me a favor.
Totally idiotic.
What kind of favor do you want?
I want one of Fisk's weapons. He's one of the traders at the marketplace. You won't sell it to me. It's a broadsword with ornaments. I'll give you 100 ore to collect the weapon for me, but don't tell him about me.
You're very probably right.
Okay, give me the 100 ore nuggets. I'll get the thing.
Here you go. Come straight back to me.
Aye.
I'm not listening to all the blabbering.
Keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
I'd like to buy a sword, but not just a simple one. I'd like something more ornamental.
I have one you'll like. The shadow who wanted to collect it won't be coming anymore. That'll be 110 ore. Interested?
Maybe later.
Oh, that's sad. Usually he has this crazy laugh in the German version. But it's kind of missing in the English one.
As long as I'm not
Whistler, I need more money.
Fisk wants 110 ore for his sword now.
And you want me to give you the 10 ore now?
I thought you wanted to have that sword.
Here, take it. And now hurry.
Okay, man. Almost done.
I'd like to buy a sword.
I have one you'll like. That'll be 110 ore.
Yes, I'll take it.
You got a good deal here.
Okay, let's take a look. Is that actually better? No. I mean, yeah, it's better. It kind of looks better. No, it doesn't look better. It's not as pointy. It has some ornaments, but it needs less strength.
I have your sword.
Wasn't too hard, was it? Whatever. You do me a favor, and I'll do you one. If Diego should ask after you, I'll speak in your favor. Until then, have a good time.
Bye! Okay, let's take this way.
Ah, new face.
Oh, sure.
What do you want?
I want to offer you help. You're new here and the new ones always get into trouble. You could save yourself a lot by making a small donation. Just 10 ore, man. It ain't much to ask.
What if I don't pay?
Hey, man, don't stress yourself. You're a newcomer. Take a look around, collect a bit of ore, and when you're ready to pay, then pay. You can do it anytime, but don't count on my help until you've made your contribution to my expenses. I'm sure you'll understand.
Yeah, sure.
I'll see you later.
Just you take care of yourself.
Well, hey, he's nice. He's like, hey man, if you don't have it, come back later. Here's the big crossbow. Look at that. Yeah, one of the patches that one of the modifications that I installed is the Carnage graphics patch, which changes quite some appearances. I saw the pickaxe having a different model. Again, this crossbow has a different model. And something that I just realized is that, look at that. Oh no. Oh yeah, look at that. They changed the hands. So usually in Gothic 1 and 2, they have the fists, you know. They don't have hands in that sense, but here it seems like they changed it a little bit. Nice. Oh, and another hut with 2 doors. Yeah.
I'm not listening to all the blathering.
Okay.
The worst shit.
Hang on. I hear you've spoken to Bloodwind.
Why? What do you want?
It was real cool of you to refuse to pay him protection money. It means we're all gonna have to pay your share as well. I'll make sure you remember next time he asks you.
He's had enough.
He's had enough.
He has finished him off.
Oh yeah, baby. Herrick. Yeah, let's wait for him to get up. Maybe he's got something to say. Oh man, that's a shame. Can't really change the camera position. You're forced to look at his crotch. What happened?
So you think you're one of the wild boys, do you? Why don't you try it with me?
You want to get whacked? All right, if that's what you want. Put the weapon down.
Hey, you. I learned you didn't want to pay protection money to Bloodwind.
What do you want?
To warn you, Bloodwind paid some people. They're gonna do you in. I saw how he talked to people like Herrick over there, and God knows who else he hired.
Your warning about Herrick is a bit late.
He must have talked to somebody else as well. That much I know, so do take care.
To do someone in. I haven't heard this expression actually. Well, here he is. The man, the myth, the legend.
How often have I told you bastards not to run through my hut?
What's your problem?
Leave me alone, man. Everyone's a problem with me. It all started when I built my hut. Don't build your hut close to the ditch, they said. But none of these bastards told me what would happen if I still did it. When I came back from the mine a few days ago, I had a second door. Those pigs, I hate them. I can't tell you how much I hate them. Now everybody runs through my hut. Every idiot.
As long as I'm not him.
Oh man, that's quite funny.
It's really not my problem.
So, oh man, it's almost time to go to sleep. What about you, Sly? Oh yeah.
I found Nick.
Good. Have you got any evidence for that?
Oh yeah.
I found this amulet on him. Here you go.
It was actually the amulet the whole thing was about. You're a clever guy. You might have had the idea to keep the amulet yourself.
Nope.
But you've made the right decision. If Diego asks me about you, I'll vote in your favor.
Thank you very much, mister. Now we have a quick talk with... Oh yeah. A glitch jump. Always nice when that happens. Talking to Gravo?
How are you doing?
Well, since I stopped working in the mine, I can't really complain.
And where do you get your ore from?
I help people who have problems. If you get into trouble with influential people here, I can help you sort the thing out.
If I was in trouble, you could help me? How?
Well, let's assume you're in trouble with Thorus. You better never get into trouble with him, but then, well, you never know. Thorus can be quite stubborn. When he's pissed off with you once, he'll never talk to you again. And that's a bad thing. As a greenhorn, you depend on him. So you come to see me. I know a lot of people here Thorus listens to. They put in a good word for you, and Thorus is your friend again. Of course, the boys want to see some ore for these kind of favors. Your ore. And I take care that your ore gets to the right people.
Could you tell me which of the shadows belongs to the influential people here?
You want to impress the right people, do you? Diego has the most power of all the shadows. He trusts Fingers, Whistler, and Sly. Dexter and Fisk sell their stuff on the market square. They have many customers, even the guards, and that makes them rather influential. And then there's Scatty. He's in charge of the arena and determines who fights and all that. Many people here owe him ore. He's important as well.
All right.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
But keep it.
Wait a second. Oh yeah. That guy had an interesting accent actually. I liked his voice, and it was like a southern American accent, I think. I don't know. Not really from Texas or anything like that, but yeah. I like that. It's generally a take that I like. I mean, the quality of the voice actors aside right now, but I like the notion of having different accents in the colony, just because it's such a rugged place where everybody ends up from all over Metana. Obviously a lot of different I'm sorry. Obviously a lot of different people. And giving them different accents kind of makes the whole thing believable. Even more believable than it already is, you know. if you would mix it up, and there is like American accents and there is British accents, and I think there is even like Spanish accents. I think it was Sly who had a slight Hispanic accent, and I do really enjoy that. Really, I hope they do something with it in the remake, because up until now we have only heard the British accent, and I think in an interview they stated that this will indeed be the default accent, which is, you know, I think it's a missed opportunity, really. Oh yeah, Sketty.
Do you train fighters at all?
Yeah, but not just for fun. If you want me to train you, you'll have to pay for it.
I want to improve my handling of one-handed weapons.
That's a good decision. Before you can improve your technique, you'll have to learn how to hold the weapon right. Beginners often tend to hold one-handed weapons with both hands. Now, don't even start getting into that habit. It'll do you no good. Hold the weapon with one hand, blade up, and keep swinging it. You have to learn to harmonize your weapon's swing with your own movements. That'll make you faster in the attack. If you keep in mind what I've taught you, your fights will be more elegant and a lot faster in future. Oh yeah, one more thing. Some hits cause more damage than others. As a beginner, you don't stand much of a chance making critical hits. But the further you progress, the better you get.
Yeah, and this is another example of what I talked about in the first episode, I think. They teach you stuff on a lore level during just a regular dialogue, you know, but they explain like the gameplay mechanics, like combat and stuff, and right now he tells us we learned the first stance of the one-handed combat, and he's like, yeah, you gotta harmonize your swing. And obviously he's talking about the rhythm that you need to keep to chain attacks when you want to do a combo. And I really like it that they put so much thought into it, how to explain a gameplay element, you know. Obviously they're not explaining, you know, there is a save function and a load function. That would be that would take you out of the experience, but something like that, I mean, it comes over so naturally. I just adore that. Okay. Yeah. To be honest, I don't think we can go for the arena right now. It is a little bit too early for that. We're level 3. We need some more health points. And it might be good to have a piece of armor.
I want to become a shadow.
So?
Can you help me?
I wouldn't know how.
I'm looking for somebody to teach me something.
Why have you come to me?
Diego sent me.
You should have said that before. If you want to join the camp, it's an advantage to be a good fighter or thief. If the influential shadows in this camp test you, they'll give you tasks you'd better not get caught doing. That's why the way of the thief would be a good start to you. Incidentally, I'm the best thief in the whole of the old camp.
The best thief on the whole of Carinas, actually.
You wouldn't speak up for me in front of Diego, would you?
Depends. If you demonstrate that you've learned something as a thief, we could make use of you.
How am I supposed to do that?
Learn a thief's skill. You need to become more skilled in sneaking around, pickpocketing, or opening locks. Then you'll have my vote.
Okay.
What can you teach me?
That depends on what you want to know.
I want to learn how to sneak around.
I believe, no false modesty, that I'm one of the best thieves they ever chucked into this colony. But when it comes to teaching how to sneak around, Cavalorn is the better man for you.
Okay. We are going to learn opening locks.
How can I improve my lockpicking skills?
You'd like to know that, wouldn't you? It's not too difficult to begin with. Above all, you have to make sure that your lockpick doesn't break off. If you're a little bit more patient in future, you'll see that you won't need that many lockpicks anymore.
Okay, patience.
Where can I find Cavalorn?
He's hunting out in the wild. You'll find him at the path to the new camp. Westwards of the old camp, there's a wide canyon. In this canyon, there's an old woodcutter's hut. You'll find him there.
You wouldn't speak up for me in front of Diego, would you?
Yes. You've learned something which makes you quite useful to us. We can make use of skilled thieves in this camp here. You'll have my vote.
Perfect. So now we are taking a nap until the morning, and what can we do? Yeah, I think
Let's talk about something else.
But keep it to yourself.
okay, this man and the campfire, they have serious issues. Oh man, I can't move the camera. That's really a shame. A new day, and nothing has changed.
A new day, and nothing has changed.
Like it should be, yeah. Huno, is that you? Oh my god, man.
It looks as if you knew what you were doing.
Nobody ain't complained yet, but that would be a bad idea anyway. Every idiot here needs a sword, and that is what they get from me.
How long does it take you to make one blade?
That depends. I'm as fast as a hurricane with simple swords. Of course, only on condition that the price motivates me. A freak like Whistler usually has to wait longer for his toy than other people.
Why? Doesn't he pay enough?
No, on the contrary. He gave me 150 ore for his last sword. The guy is into ornaments and girly stuff like that, and of course that's not cheap. Hey, you ain't curious at all, are you, pal?
I'd like to try working here as well.
Ah, but don't you think that you can make great blades?
What do I have to do?
Okay, take the steel and hold it into the fire. Then you have to lay the red-hot steel across the anvil. When you're finished, you put the hot blade into the water bucket over there to temper it. The cooled blade finally has to be sharpened on the grindstone.
I see.
However, you'll need some things for that. I could sell them to you.
I'd like to buy some blacksmith equipment.
Totally idiotic.
Okay.
Well, Smith, how's business?
Why would you want to know?
I may have an order for you.
Oh, really? And what?
I'll think about it.
Come back when you really need something, and don't get on my nerves.
Okay, okay. So, we're heading to Mordrag, and he will assist us in getting through to the new camp. Obviously, he is important for other things too, but yeah, Mordrag, my friend.
Are you really the magician's courier?
What if I am?
I'd like to have a chance to talk to the magicians. I have to get inside the castle.
The magician's couriers bear seals, which allow them entry to the castle. If you were one of us, you could get such a seal.
Tell me more about the new camp.
It's the camp where you have the most freedom within the colony. We don't have any ore barons or gurus bossing us around. We have our own mine, but the ore that is produced there isn't given to the damn king.
So what is it used for?
Our magicians are working on a plan to break out of here. All the ore is collected for this plan. While Gomez and his people are lazing around, we drudge for freedom. That's what's going on.
You have a problem.
Really? What's that?
There are people around here who want to get rid of you.
Really? Then you can tell them they should send someone along to enforce their wish.
What makes you so sure I'm not the one to do it?
'Cause I think you're smarter than that, boy. You'll soon realize that there are better opportunities than working for Gomez. We, too, need capable people in the new camp. And nobody tells you what to do.
And if I wanted to join the new camp, could you help me?
If you're serious, we can go now. I can take you to Laris. He's the head of our gang. But if you prefer to beat me out of the camp, well, go for it.
No. Let's go.
Let's go to the new camp.
Okay, follow me.
Follow me. And with that, we have an escort that clears the way very easily. And we will get all the experience. So again, if you're new to the game, this is one of the opportunities. There will be another one later on that you should definitely grasp, because it's just following an NPC and he will kill basically everything in its path. And you'll get a lot of experience. You can also be a little bit daring and pull mobs who are which are far away for some extra experience. Usually I try to do this, but we'll see how it goes. And almost we are at Cavalorn's hut. I like this section of the Valley of Mines. It's really nice.
They'll die out if they keep crossing my path.
And there we go. Well, we don't want Cavalorn to kill the goblin.
They'll die out if they keep crossing my path.
Ah. Okay, we had to intervene. Wait a second. Wait a second. Just a tiny bit. Wait. There's a lot of items. And me being a hoarder doesn't help the situation, because I'm gonna pick it all up. Okay, I think that's it. That's it. Okay, my friend, you have to wait just a tiny bit longer, because there's some interesting shit. Oh, this makes fighting so much better. So much better. Okay, Cavalorn. I remember that you are not caring about the chest here. Not caring about your personal belongings. So I'm gonna take care of it. And you guys, you are done for. Okay. We will definitely get another level on our way to the new camp, that it is. It's closed. Nice. Is there a better weapon? Nope. but we got a bow. And I'm asking myself, maybe we should learn bow? But we need some dexterity for it. I don't know, man. Let's move.
They'll die out if they keep crossing my path.
What a close encounter.
They'll die out if they keep crossing my path.
Yeah, stay there for a while, please. It's a good old cave with a crack that you can't see from outside, I think. Yeah. Okay, Modrag. Let's go. Come on, lead the way. Oh yeah, we should be careful. There is critters on the way. Like this wolf.
They'll die out if they keep crossing my path.
I'm here, Bo.
They'll die out if they keep crossing my path.
Here we go. Can we rob this man? Hey, man.
What are you doing here?
I'm a hunter. I make a living out of selling skins and teeth.
Does it pay?
If you know how to cut up the beast the right way, yeah.
What a voice, man. Crazy. Okay, you can. Nice, let's move on.
They'll die out if they keep crossing my path.
Oh my god, have you seen that? Shit. Yeah, funny because they can apparently dodge my attacks when they step back, but I can't. Weird. They become invincible, man. I don't like that. I let him do all the work.
They'll die out if they keep crossing my path.
Shame that they don't carry any items. Nice. All right. We are going to kill the pack of scavengers. Maya. That is nice. So I think I can pull those blood flies over there to Mordrag. I mean, by now I think I should be able to kill them. Let's try. Okay. Oh shit, oh shit. That's quite some damage, man. It's very risky, very dangerous. But the man's waiting. Okay. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool that you can take their wings without learning to take them. That was kind of a thing in Gothic 2 where you need to learn this. But it's cool for us, so we can sell them. I mean, we don't have any gold problems. That business with the blacksmith, that is just really fucking good. It's kind of a... It's way too easy to get those blades. Okay. Can I kill a lizard? Easy. Okay, look, I will go with Mordrag. And then I'm coming back to kill all the critters.
Well, here we are. When you pass through the gate, you'll reach the new camp. Talk to Lars. He will help you. Give this to him. It's a precious ring. It's your ticket to see Lars. You need a good reason to be allowed to meet him. Well, thinking about it, I think I'll stay here for some time. I've earned enough for now, and things are heating up in the old camp. If you want, come and meet me at the bar. It's the hut out on the lake. Take care.
See you.
I see you. Bye, Mordrag. I see you. Okay, let's clear this this small area here. And then we're heading into the new camp. And get ourselves some pants. Some scraper pants. This is kind of a weird cave in Gothic 2. Where there is this this chest in here, and once you open it, you trigger a little event in which goblins spawn, but also an orc. Which is one of these little small interactions where you think, hey, do orcs actually have something to do with goblins? You know, they working together. Do goblins mind the orcs? Do they hate them? Do they fear them? Probably. Yeah. Another place of the colony that I really like. Oh man. Maybe one day I'm gonna make a list about cozy places in the colony. This will be definitely one of those. You know, imagine chilling here, fishing a little, trading with the new camp, buying some schnapps, some weed. Cool stuff. Okay, what about the other dudes in there? I think I leave them for now. It's related to a quest in the sect camp. And I think there was also a missing interaction in that quest. I don't know. Well, for now, I say, we had quite a journey. And I say this is the end of the episode. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.